Senna.
Pals! What's going on, everybody? We are continuing forward with House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 3. Here we go.
Is that cello? Because that is sounding quite good right now.
You're asking me that question like they've been changing it up or something.
I don't know. I just noticed it more this time around.
They might be changing it up. They might be adding more to it to make it sound fuller.
Aren't. They probably aren't. But like, yeah, the deep strings sounding lovely.
Can you even get that thing up?
Well enough for killing Blackwoods.
Put the boundary stones back.
We didn't move them.
Oh.
Just rolled their way over so Bracken cows can fill their bellies on Blackwood grass.
The assize at River.
The assize.
Fight, fight, fight.
It's Bracken land.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't turn your back on me, he's gonna think.
Oh, no.
Babe killer. What did you say?
I said what I said.
Your false queen Rhaenyra is a kinslayer.
Aegon Targaryen is no true king, just as you are no true knight.
Oh, God. He's gonna kill him.
no.
You're too close.
Swords are gonna be drawn any moment. There we go.
There it is. There it is. Okay, go.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah, you would. You're dead.
Oh, this is a totally different scene.
Okay.
No, it's not. I can see the...
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit in the background?
The windmill?
The windmill.
A whole battle has ensued. This is way more people, and they're actually adults. Dang! Wait, is this where Daemon was supposed to be coming? Oh.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
And what of those who sent him?
They will be dealt with. So pretty.
Yeah.
Otto Hightower would never have allowed this. Hotter blood has prevailed, I think.
Smart.
Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
That is easy enough. They usurped my throne.
That is one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded? Or when Aemond killed Luke?
Right.
Or when Luke took Aemon's eye? When the desire to kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten, there may be another way.
I would listen to her.
I would love to know this.
Yeah.
Alicent Hightower.
Oh, God.
Y'all were friends.
She came to me in the hours after your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming. There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin.
Kin.
And no war so bloody as a war between dragons.
She's right.
I do not believe she wants it.
She sent a raven. I do not care to read her message.
Let Rhaenys read it.
What she did
It is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
she permitted it.
As you permitted the murder of a little boy in his bed.
Yeah, she's not fully in control of the situation.
Right. Rhaenys is like saying all the hard facts.
Alicent is in King's Landing. Her son sits my throne. There is nothing more to be said.
Well, Rhaenys is the ruler that never was. That should have been, right?
Yeah.
You're well, Lord Hand. Only they'll be waiting.
He seems a bit nervous.
Yeah. I think Rhaenys is right, though. It's like all the young people who are hot-blooded are coming out now, and they really should be more temperate, I guess, but they're not. What are you doing? Stand up straight. Are you a member of the Kingsguard or what? He sent one of the twins to his death because his cloak was sullied, and he let those two guys sit and act lazy.
Oh, he was looking for a problem.
Yeah, I know. He's a dick. I hate him.
My lords.
The hand is fashionably late.
You've appointed new knights to the Kingsguard, Your Grace.
To replace those we lost.
The last one needlessly, some might say.
Hmm.
Sir Alaric was awarded the great duty of ending Rhaenyra's challenge. He failed to discharge it.
He failed because the scheme was rash.
Perhaps, Your Grace, but we cannot all hide in our castles waiting for war to come to us.
As now it surely will.
Mm-hmm.
My lord brother Jason is raising a great army at Castle Rock.
In a matter of weeks, he will be able to harass the Blackwoods from the west.
Should we not aim to unite these armies?
He is too anxious for this.
Do remind me which link in your chain denotes master and such.
This council must rediscover the discipline it lately had if it's to be of any use.
The Riverlands are the key to the war. Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands. I will ride out with those I can muster here, men I know, men I've trained.
You need time to raise the numbers to challenge the Rivermen.
Speed is my ally.
Isn't the hand supposed to stay here?
Subdue the Riverlands and take Harrenhal.
So impatient to ride with so few men. So like to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, the gods favor the bold.
They did not favor Sir Eric.
What say you, my king?
Of course he's gonna agree with him.
Vhagar will remain here to defend the city.
Good. To war, then.
That's what he wants.
What will you do if you encounter one or more of Rhaenyra's dragons? She'll want to answer for Sir Eric.
We will be more like to encounter one if we field one of our own.
That is true.
That is precisely why you must remain, brother. It's a brave thought. We cannot risk your loss.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
Ego.
He just wants to favor action.
He's not thinking it through. He's not being a real leader. He's all like, I want to fight.
Well, the consequences will come soon enough when they realize that getting rid of Otto is not the move.
But it might be too late.
I was told you turned back from your ship to bring warning.
I was not believed at first.
Oh.
You saved my life.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
Oh.
Call in a favor.
What price would you set?
A place at your court.
Oh.
She's like, the audacity.
I know the workings of the Red Keep and the movements of those who serve there. That is worth more than gold to you now.
Mm-hmm.
And what is my worth to you?
I would punish the High Towers for what they have done.
Okay.
I know the struggles of the small folk of King's Landing. They will be ruled either by you or by the usurper. And only one of you has shown yourself to be merciful.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sea Smoke, my late lord husband's dragon, has grown restless of late. We cannot know why.
Maybe he's lonely.
Don't tell me what the dragons be up to. I'm the dragon lady.
I've decided to send Joffrey to Ward with my cousin, Lady Jane Arryn. Aegon and Viserys will accompany him until a place of greater safety can be found.
Tyraxes is but a hatchling, and Stormcloud...
I want you to go with them. I'm sorry to put this upon you. It breaks my heart to send my boys away, not knowing when I will see them again. But you have seen what may befall them here. Rhaena, I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot.
Wow, that's a big ask.
Guard them as a dragon guards her eggs.
And my sister?
I need Bailey here.
Because she has a dragon?
I cannot promise to make you happy, but I ask you, make this sacrifice willingly, for all of us.
It's more a demand than a request. Like, what choice does she have?
Willingly is a very interesting word there.
Yeah, like, just say yes, okay? That's the answer I want.
That's basically an order.
Uh-oh. It's hunting time.
It's about to get violent.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Unless everybody just gives up because they're afraid. Like, okay.
Mercy. Oh, he's already sword drawn.
Yeah. He looks like such a bad guy. Like his armor and everything. It's badass though. I thought that was going to be like a booby trap or something.
I know, I was wondering why they emphasized that shot.
Where is everyone? They all left? They heard you
They're
were
like,
coming?
screw this.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Are they underground? Ruh-roh. Why are the bats leaving? Ask yourself that question. What happened?
That was a cool shot, though.
What if lightning hits your sword? What is going on?
Wow. What a shot.
Yeah. Does anyone actually live here? Like, this place looks like it's been destroyed already. Oh.
It's interesting. Like, he's the aggressor in the situation, but I feel scared for him.
Well,
just because no one's around yet.
Yeah.
It's like a surprise attack is just waiting to happen.
Oh. Okay. Ask questions. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Oh, hi. Oh, here you all are.
He could have cut that guy down and he didn't.
I'm claiming Harrenhal.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Easy. Okay, what's the catch?
I, Sir Simon Strong, Castellan of Harrenhal, pledge fealty to Rhaenyra of House Targaryen, first of her name.
That was a little too easy.
Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas. No red currant. Sorry about that.
I don't like the entrance of the girl. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, something sus.
Is this a new love interest?
Shame to let it waste. If you've not yet surmised, you are welcome here.
And what of your lord, Larys Strong?
Okay.
He's a scourge upon this castle and this family. Do you not think it strange that his father, my nephew, Lord Lionel, perished by fire, and his son too?
Good point.
It was the first fire here since Balerion ended the line of Harren the Black. Even in summer, we struggle to light the hearths. So no, you will find no loyalty to Larys Strong here, my prince.
Your Grace.
Oh. He's like, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'd only assumed that as consul...
And we are reminded of the perilousness of assumption.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's tread carefully, my man.
What then brings you to our corner of the Riverlands?
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms. Or perhaps that has escaped your attention.
Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair, since your forebear incinerated my...
You can very quickly
surmise
see it.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we possess the coin, my prince.
Grace. Your Grace.
Houses Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
The answer to that is lost in time.
Right.
Sin begets sin. Begets sin.
It's kind of like what they were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Summon your Lord Paramount so that I may treat with him myself and turn them to our cause.
That would be Lord Grover Tully, but he grows frail. It's said that he can no longer speak, nor seal his bowels.
Ooh.
Grody.
If you are successful, well, when you are successful, what then?
We march on King's Landing and take the throne.
The throne?
Yeah.
It's a big chair made of swords.
And we want it. I want it.
So, Kristen, may I present my brother, Sir Gawain Hightower?
Okay. Never mind.
Arrived last night from Elton.
Oh.
How exhilarating to arrive at court after 3 long months on the road to find my Lord Father, who served 3 kings faithfully, unseated as hand of the king. And by a man from such modest beginnings. What a giddying ascent the gods have bestowed on you.
Oh, watch out for this one.
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
The march will be hard, sir.
It's all right.
No one is more delighted than I to march out to war with the Dornishmen. Sister.
Yeah. Be my eyes.
Immediately, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
May the Seven guide you. Good night. And lead you not into shadow and death.
I thank your Grace for her prayers.
Bye.
And request that she grant her favor, that her Lord Commander may go into battle with her blessing in his heart.
All right, take it. Smell my boob sweat.
Probably smells pretty good. I mean, she bathes very regularly in this
true.
show.
That's true. She's probably the nicest smelling lady in all of the Seven Kingdoms.
ACHARA's sweaty handkerchief. We'll start the bid at $1.
Any takers?
Final sale price, $1.
How fares Prince Daemon with our army?
There has been no word from Prince Daemon, Your Grace.
You got the castle.
Dragons. Send them all out. Start turning green strongholds to our cause.
I love how she looks at Rhaenys, like, for support.
If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction.
Yep.
Fear of it is in itself a weapon. The Greens will make the same calculation.
Excuse you?
The value of a sword is not within its scabbard.
Oh my gosh.
We will secure victory with armies, not with dragons alone.
I love her look.
You have never been so exposed. Perhaps it is time for you to think about
secreting yourself somewhere safe while we remain here as
make
a
decisions
source of distraction.
without you.
Piss off.
He proposed to conduct the war in my absence.
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
Yeah. State the facts.
You are fortunate you took it no further.
Ugh. No wonder she keeps looking at Rhaenys. Like the two ladies here.
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator, a prudent ruler, the wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other, even Aegon the Conqueror's.
Mic drop, bitches. Everyone's trying to fight.
I bade farewell to Rhaena before I returned.
I would fight 100 battles before I went into exile with none but prattling babes.
One of those babes is your heir.
A boy of 6 who knows nothing of the sea, and yet somehow...
It would displease neither Rhaenyra nor the gods. Rhaena were named heir to Driftmark.
Yeah.
Rhaena,
Why
Lord
not?
of the Tides.
Lordess.
We are at war, Corlys.
Yeah.
If something were to befall you...
Then it is well that I am a good sailor.
Ugh. I don't like this.
That's too much confidence.
Yeah. I don't want him to die.
I have much to attend to.
Corlys.
Ugh.
Corlys has left the chat. Willingly.
Go safely, sister. I will be safe enough, far away from any danger, with only babes to nurse me. You do a great service.
Yeah.
We each do what we can. And here, I think, is some consolation.
Oh. Oh, a little...
These eggs are even more fragile. But should all come to ruin here, you will bear our hope for the future.
Wow.
It's a big responsibility. This is an important task.
Wow.
She's really trusting her with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
With her littlest babies. I don't think she fully realizes just how important she is.
Yeah.
Not the sad music. It's breaking my heart.
Yeah, the upshot is that they don't have to deal with these kids on set anymore.
That's right.
The limitations.
Bye. Let the grown-ups work.
Exactly. Not that we saw them a heck of a lot, to be honest with you.
I wonder if Rhaena's going to become an important player
Oh, absolutely.
in the story. I feel like
mean,
that's the direction.
Yeah, that's a huge setup.
That horrid procession where the small folk all stared at me. I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do. Surely they lose their babes more than highborn ladies.
That's true.
Yeah.
You have as much claim to grief as anyone.
And you?
I love Jaehaerys, but my concern has been more for you and what you have endured. Elena,
I forgive you.
Oh, because she saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's not here to check if she's actually okay, but more to see if her secret is safe.
Right.
Only that I think it would benefit all of us to prevent our king from being brutally slain by our enemies and his body parts scattered to beasts and his court come to ruin. Would you not agree?
That's a pretty compelling statement.
I was given the Conqueror's name and his crown, so I shall wear his armor to war. I fly to meet Sir Criston.
Okay.
Small imposition before you depart, then, Your Grace.
It's interesting that he's the one to have this talk.
Well, I feel like he's cunning enough to figure out how to convince him.
Yeah.
There are diverse rumors whispered on the streets of your city that his grace was outwitted by his councillors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Criston, so the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Absurd, of course.
He's so sly.
Who spreads these lies?
He is.
Matters little.
Yeah.
Like weeds, unless they are tended.
They get worse.
Tend to them, then.
Was that the outcome you wanted? Or is it he letting it grow like a weed in his mind?
My father always said he had no use for a master of whisperers, and yet
I find myself wanting for one.
Did you just get promoted?
I should be glad of your talents.
You honor me, Your Grace.
I reckon he's vying for the position of hand, though.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. That dude was slick because he just did an inception on him.
Yeah, totally.
I'll stay.
I think I should stay, yeah.
I think mayhaps I shall fly another day.
It does seem wise.
Yeah, super prudent. Yeah, that's...
All these yes men.
So Martin has a new squire that wants bedding in.
He's never a woman.
You're sworn to chastity now.
Of course, Your Grace.
No, like, for realsies, no more sex, guys.
Yes, Your Grace.
Dang, these guys are useless.
I think they're kind of confused about the situation because he was just kind of being a party head.
Yeah, exactly.
Up until this moment. I mean, when those assassins came through, the rat catcher and the other guy, he was just lapping it up with the guards.
He's popular.
These long takes, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I've had quite a day of it.
Yeah? Not sure I'm much for talking, although, you know, a wet whistle works wonders.
Barkeep.
Yeah, my darling. One for the flagon, one for yourself. There's a good girl, eh?
Excuse me.
No sense of fun, some of them.
For you, man of dawn.
Is that going to come back?
My house never settled. Although it said even dawn mourned the passing of my grandsire. Is that so?
Who was your grandsire? They call him the Conciliator.
What? Who are you?
1,000 apologies. Please, continue. Look, I really shouldn't be telling you this.
He's a bastard son?
You are saying you're a Targaryen.
Look at his hair. It's possible. I just thought he was grey.
I'm the son of Balon the Brave.
Bastard brother to Prince Daemon.
And the late King Viserys. Uncle to the one true queen.
What?
Rhaenyra Targaryen.
What?
What?
The blood of the dragon runs through these veins, and yes, men would take my head for it.
Can he ride a dragon now? Can we get him
A
one?
dragon seed must watch his own neck when he has no white cloaked guardsman to do it for him.
Why are you telling everyone then?
You do not look very much like King Viserys or Prince Daemon.
Yeah, sus.
Good call.
Yeah, I'll tell you who else doesn't have silver hair. The rightful heir to the Iron Throne, my nephew, Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Drinks for all! At the pleasure of the crown!
That's how you get people on side.
Oh, at the pleasure of the crown!
Sit down.
That guy's happy.
Drink the wine, come on, then!
So, are they gonna interact?
Maybe. Is he really a Targaryen?
Got to be good.
Squeeze me, we're busy.
That was basically.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, there's no privacy.
I did not see this coming back.
Aemon the Fierce! You have come so far, and
They're not laughing.
what a fine, sweet thing. Did you her like a hound?
Okay, dude, leave.
As you can see, she's now very much occupied.
Why is he doing this to his brother?
Your squire is welcome to her. One is as good as another.
Oh, how'd she feel about that?
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you think it says?
Open it. Read it. From one mother to another. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. I don't know.
We march to make the first strike in the name of His Grace.
I assure you, my nephew will not begrudge me a night of comfort.
We're butting heads already.
If it soothes your brow, Cole, we will rendezvous with your army at first light. Or if their wine is good, perhaps
Dragon?
a little after first light.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
We're exposed.
What? Cole?
Whoa. Wow. He's good, though. He's a fighter, you know, he's a soldier.
Here we go. What's gonna happen? I mean, that's a dragon.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, they're riding very close. How are their horses not kicking each other? Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Gotta stay hidden.
I'll just torch the forest.
Well, you could, but that would not be good, I think.
He's appropriately frightened.
So Gawain's like about to shit his pants, and Kristen's just like, I got this.
What?
Well, she can't do anything right now.
Burn the forest.
Don't burn the forest.
I know.
I'm in your debt.
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting. And we must move under the trees and by cover of dark starting tonight.
And no f***ing inns.
Who's in charge, bitch?
Sir Kristen Cole, with some half-dozen other knights, I'm sure of it.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
Yeah, that's... I was wondering.
It was not such a great height, Your Grace. You said not to engage, so I didn't. Exactly.
Ha.
And request your permission to return to Rook's Rest and fortify my land.
This is why you must act now, Your Grace.
Ready?
Loose the dragon's root Cole out and burn him.
Maybe she still has some feelings towards him.
I have heard your arguments. And will consider them.
Okay. Take a beat.
She proud?
I don't know. I was reading that as proud. She's not making any rash decisions, but I hope that she'll make a decision. You know what I mean?
She didn't let them push her into a decision.
Exactly.
Prematurely, yeah.
Yeah. It's leaky. But your bed looks nice. So there's that. He looks so frustrated. Oh, wow.
The paranoia is real. Who goes there?
Do not knock. Okay, announce yourself, maybe. It's the lady, isn't it? That's my bet.
Yeah, you must be right, yeah.
Just send a pretty girl. Or it's a ghost.
I would have asked some questions.
And the ghost is a lady. Oh.
Always coming and going, aren't you? And I have to clean up afterwards.
What? What? Are we going crazy?
It's a nightmare.
Oh, is he feeling?
He's
he's
haunted by
feeling
guilt.
guilty. Yeah, that's so interesting.
Where is he?
Is Harrenhal full of ghosts? Oh, I said there was something about this lady. Maybe she's a witch.
You will die in this place.
Oh.
That's delightful. That's the type of
She
news
didn't
I
say
wanted
when.
to. It's true. It's true.
It could be 50 years from now.
Exactly.
You know?
Doesn't necessarily mean tomorrow.
It was a very cryptic, non-specific statement.
Yes.
Other than, you will die.
But a prophecy
That's
was made.
Yeah.
So we know that he's going to die in Harrenhal.
Somewhere in that general vicinity.
What do you know of the movements of Alicent Hightower?
Would you take her hostage? Or kill her outright?
I would speak with her.
Killing her would be easier.
She sent a raven. She has expressed her remorse.
You can have a message brought to her in secret.
She would not agree to it. She would suspect some subterfuge, as would I if I received such a message.
As she should.
Yeah.
I must see her. Face to face.
That's a big risk.
Wow. How are we going to pull this off?
She is the Queen Dowager. She goes nowhere without many eyes watching her.
But?
Unless
That was an interesting shot. The profile.
there are fishing boats aplenty in the bay. The city depends on them. Damon made the journey unhindered.
Yeah.
You may be surprised to learn it, but most folk pay no mind to a woman who has not dressed as a queen or lured herself with the eyes of men.
Just cover your hair.
There is one place Alicent goes. Outside the castle walls.
Oh.
Where you may yet find her alone.
I would think security would be even tighter, given what
Outside.
happened. Just in general,
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe she likes to go and pray by herself. Like she likes that privacy.
Sure.
She's pretending. Is that her?
I would imagine.
Yeah, it's a good disguise.
I mean, it's not like they got Instagram or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
there's
wait,
no internet.
what does she look like again?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She just looks like she doesn't go outside much.
And she's a woman, so...
I'm a little bit surprised that we're getting this scene right now, honestly. I thought that maybe this would be saved for the next episode. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there she is.
This is happening really fast.
Oh my god, will anyone recognize her? Or maybe they just won't look too hard at her face, do you know what I mean? Because she's not a sexy lady. She's not exposing her boobs. It's like, why would you look at her face? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit's about to go down.
Well, maybe that's just for safety, for caution. Unless she didn't know about that part. That's Chekhov's knife, though.
She's like, I was trying to brag.
I finally found a spot all by myself. And of all the places you had to pick. Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh. What?
No.
Oh, that's not for you.
I must speak with you.
Then why did you draw a sword, a knife?
To make her not shout.
If I could cry out, your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain. But not before I killed you.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
And then what?
Oh, then that's it. Maybe this is the answer. There's no war.
I mean, that's been kind of the point throughout the episode.
Rhaenys has counselled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come.
God, I hope Rhaenys was right.
So you've come to surrender then?
Nope.
No?
I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. My dragons are restless. They smell battle. But if you and I may come to terms...
There are no terms now.
Oh, gosh.
Your allies turn from you when they hear of your depravity. Your hands are bloody to no crime I could never have imagined you.
The trespass was not mine. I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son.
I repudiate that act with all my heart.
Of course you do.
Oh my god, this is not going well.
I'm usurping my rightful inheritance.
Okay, ladies, calm down.
Hey.
Yeah, no, you piss off. What are you doing? Can't you see you were having an A to B conversation? See yourself out of here. Bye.
Have you now stooped so low that you will countenance the suffering and death of thousands in order that your feckless son...
Your father changed his mind.
Oh, so you say.
What did he say? Say the words.
When was your plan first laid? Was your ambition so keen?
He changed his mind, Rhaenyra. He changed his mind.
She's never going to say what he actually said. And this is why we have war.
I swear this to you, on the memory of my mother.
Ask for the words.
I pronounce before all gathered in that room that you would make a fine queen. Do you think me capable of such naked deceit?
Yeah, she was looking very hard.
What did he say?
There we go. Finally! Oh my god.
Did he speak my name?
Say the words. Say it.
He was weary.
That's the first part.
It was hard at times to understand.
Okay.
But he spoke Ekon's name.
Right, but what did he say exactly?
He said he was the prince that was promised to unite the realm.
There. Light bulb.
What?
I desire peace as you do, but if it's ever...
Did my father use those words? The prince that was promised?
Yes, he did.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire?
Oh, God.
It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror.
Does she think she's lying?
The Conqueror.
This isn't going to change her mind, though.
No.
She knows now the truth, but I don't think she's going to back down.
No.
She's like, well, we started this, so we'll finish it. Oh, she's thinking hard.
You must go before you are discovered. There's been a mistake. There's been no mistake.
See?
You can prevent this, Alicent.
She's not going to.
A terrible war is looming.
Oh, my God.
And even victory may be so bloody as to be counted a loss.
Do not let your pride blind you.
There's been no mistake.
She and Kristen Cole deserve each other.
My father is gone from court. God is on the march, Aemon. You know what Aemon is? It's too late, Rhaenyra. Alicent.
Oh my God. It's not too late.
All these people are going to die because of a misunderstanding by Alicent.
No, but the frustrating thing is it's no longer a misunderstanding. She knows what it means, but she
can't
doesn't
back
care.
down. Yeah.
She can't back down.
Yeah.
She's like, well,
She can't be like, whoopsie.
yeah, the wheels have been set in motion. We're like, this is what we're doing.
Look, y'all, I just made a boo-boo.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Man.
I'm so glad she asked the question. It was like, please, for the love of God. That's like a horror movie. We know exactly what the audience wants here. We're just going to drag this out very artistically, very artfully, very masterfully. We're going to drag this out. And then she's going to ask the question everybody wants her to ask. What did he say? What did he say? And it was like a moment of realization for everybody, including the audience, which is like, the truth doesn't matter. Just like the letter didn't matter in season 1 of Game of Thrones that Sean Bean gave to the Queen. You know, it's like, this letter states this and this, and she's like, you think you're gonna change all this with a letter? Bitch, get out. It was a very similar moment for me, which is like, the truth doesn't matter. Honestly, it's like this is what is set in motion, and it goes back to what they were talking about earlier, which is like, what really started the fight? Who started? We didn't start the fire. Billy Joel. We didn't. Who started the fire? Right?
Well, yeah, because you can always just kind of keep bringing it back to some transgression that one person did, and then it's like you just keep going back and back and back far enough, and then it's like, okay, so you've got a feud now that no one knows really why there is a feud, but there is one, and we just hate each other because it's been passed down through generations, you know?
Yeah, that's what I felt in that scene in the opening, which is like, this isn't even y'all's actual fight. Like, you're looking for a problem.
Exactly.
You've been given a cause now, and you're making it your own. It's like, would you guys? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I agree with you. It was like a very nice way that the show writers or showrunner like displayed that. You know, it's like you have Rhaenys talking about it, and then you immediately see the Blackwoods and the Brackens just having a fight, having a feud, because it's like, that's just what we do. Now we're just trying to find a reason. And so we can see that this is the direction that they're all heading in. But going back to the whole conversation with Alicent and Rhaenyra, I was just like, I honestly thought that maybe the show was just going to be like, haha, just kidding, you guys. We're never going to have her know the answer to that question. We're never going to have Rhaenyra ask the question and Alicent will never answer it. But it makes it worse, I feel, knowing that Alicent knows the answer and knows that she's wrong, but is still going forward anyway.
Well, the question I've had this entire time is, does Alicent really have any power in the situation? She's not the king. The king's the king. And it's like, she has no way of controlling him. She couldn't keep Otto in power. Like, you know, it's all being decided by
But she is, I guess she's the Queen Dowager, and also she can whisper in her son's ear.
Okay,
she can help steer him in a direction.
Let me ask you a question. You know, you tell me, to the best of your estimation, what you think would happen. Let's say Alicent goes, you know what? I made a boo-boo. I'm going to go and sort this out with my son. What happens? Like really?
Well, yeah, you're right. Honestly, probably he would just be like, no, piss off. Like, I'm still doing this. I'm king. I'm never going to relinquish my title.
Yeah.
I'm king. I like being king. And so this is the direction that we're going. And now, more than ever, I need to get rid of my sister, half-sister. Yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing.
Yeah, I get so confused. With I'm like, wait, she's half sister.
We didn't start the fire.
But we're going to burn the city down, that's for sure. Everyone's going to die.
The world's been burning since the world's been turning. Yeah, I thought this was a great episode, and the ending to it was very surprising to me because you could have easily cut it off when there's multiple points where you could have easily cut it off and saved it, right? Where she makes the decision she's going to go and see Alicent. End it. And then, you get to the church. She sits down next to Alicent. End it. Those are two strong areas where you can leave it on a cliffhanger and leave the audience frustrated with blue balls until next week when you finally get to see that. But they gave us that whole scene earlier than I expected, and they asked the question that we all wanted them to ask, and we actually got a proper answer, which is now she knows, but it doesn't matter, which is what you've been saying. It feels almost, I might be making a huge leap here, but it feels analogous to religion in a way, where it's people are just looking for excuses to fight. So many wars have been, had over religion and a conflict in understanding or perspective in religion.
Well, it's not even that, because so we've been hanging out in Japan for a minute, and we're at Osaka Castle. Remember that thing we saw about I forget the taika or something, or someone came along and they were like, oh, you put my name in secret in this thing. Now I'm gonna start war. I'm gonna kill everyone. People are just always trying to find an excuse, and even when we read that, we were like, that was clearly just an excuse to kill this guy.
Yeah, that's a very long-winded thing that I'm not going to try to help describe. But the short of it is that matters, and what the kernel of truth and what you're saying is that people are just looking for an excuse to fight.
Well, yeah. Anything at all. It's something as well. I mean, I don't know, back in those days, however, 500 years ago, how insulting it might be to have that situation happen with your name, which I feel was a stretch. And so, yeah, if people are willing to kind of start wars or start fights based on a stretch, then surely this is a good enough reason to have a war.
One of the things, to bring it back to Japan, one of the things that you learn when you go and visit these old places is just how many battles have been fought. And I look at that and I go, maybe there was just nothing to do except moonwatch, eat, and go to war. What other hobbies could you possibly have? Fishing?
Yeah. Fornicating.
Yeah, shoot a bow and arrow at the woods. It's what can you do? After a while, we're tribal creatures, right? We are looking for reasons to go to fight. Yeah, that thematically kept coming back again and again. And the most poignant thing, though, was I think it was Rhys who said it, which is who really started it, and does it really even matter? At a certain point, it's just eye for an eye for an eye, and it goes way back, and you don't know where it actually began. I thought that was such a cool theme to kind of run through this.
Yeah, and you see as well, all of the men, the young and the old men, are just chomping at the bit to start fighting. They're all like, oh, Rhaenyra, you have to make a decision, you have to make a move, we should start first, we need to fight right now. And she's just kind of whoa, everyone calm down, let me take a beat. I need to figure out what to do, which I think is wise of her. She knows the repercussions.
Yes,
it's basically for this universe, this world, it's starting a nuclear war because we have dragons.
Yes, that was my thought as well. Is the dragons are basically the equivalent of nuclear war. However,
okay,
I mean, I agree 100% with what you're saying. I agree with Rhaenyra. Okay. Let's just make that abundantly clear here.
I hear a big fat butt.
No, the only thing I just want to say is I also understand where they're coming from. They're afraid, and rightly so. It's they got attacked in the dead of night. Not them, but things are happening in secrecy. They're afraid, and they're okay, look, we're all about to die. We got to do something. We got to make a move. We can't just sit here and wait for death to come. We have to strike. I understand the thinking behind that. It actually makes sense, and you understand where they're coming from. They don't seem like unrealistic NPCs. They seem like their desire to make a move actually does seem in 4. Like, I can see why they think that's the smartest move. They don't have all the information she has. They don't even know she's got a letter from Alicent. Who's to say, what they would do if they found out? They'd be like, that's just deception. Who knows what their reaction would be.
Yeah, but I think it's wise that Rhaenyra is constantly looking to Rhaenys for counsel and support, because like we know that Rhaenys is someone who is smart, she's wise, she's older, she's seen the way the world works, and so I like that she is looking to her for support. And also, she's a lady too. She's not as hot-headed as the other guys in the room.
She got paid a lot of money to do some looks in this episode, and they were all powerful looks.
She gives the best looks.
Yeah.
Like her withering looks, I love, where she just like looks at the screen and it's like, ooh, I felt that.
It's a lot harder to do that than like have a whole page of dialogue. Have a look that says so much without doing that much. I feel like it actually takes a lot of skill to do something like that.
100%.
So yeah, she did a fantastic job. The acting in this was great. There were some nice shots. Like there was that moment where Daemon's walking around, right, and the camera's kind of tracking with him, and then it goes back with him as he looks, and you see the bats. And I thought that was the end of the shot, and then it just kept going, and until it revealed like just how in disarray everything is.
Yeah.
With the banners and everything. And I was like, wow, this is such an expensive ass shot. And it's so beautifully done. And then same thing in the tavern, where it's following this random guy who we've never seen before, but he's like really popular with the locals and everything like that.
Well, he's clearly going to be important.
Well, we'll see. But yes, the whole thing of following him in, it's just like, that's just a cool, fun shot that they did. And the thing is, they don't have to put in that kind of effort. They can do that in a couple of setups, and make it way simpler. But they took the time to really craft that moment, and it's like you felt like you were part of it. I thought that was pretty cool. What is gonna happen with the bros? Because King found his brother in bed and was just totally humiliated, emasculated him, and it's like, okay, that's gotta breed resentment.
Yeah.
And so, what is the consequence of that?
Maybe Aemond will make a play for being king.
It just makes me curious. I have no idea where that goes, because he's loyal to his family.
Yeah.
But that right there was not the move, dude.
No.
Like,
well, and also like
if I saw my brother in a situation like that, I would immediately be like,
moving on
Yeah,
swiftly.
don't go. We're going this way.
Yeah.
Like that was so vile. It was so messed up.
It was really gross what he did there. I mean, and he was doing that to other people in the brothel as well. But yeah, to do that to his brother and emasculate him like that. But I think like by him standing up and turning around with his like full naked body, he's just kind of saying, I don't care. And he just like walks out, it's like, you're not hurting me. But we know that he's definitely affected by that. That's like kind of embarrassing. And he's, Aegon's making jokes about him at his expense and being all like, oh, look at him, he's so sentimental. He's still like with the first one he ever was with.
It's just like he was in such a vulnerable spot and he was comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would. I feel like it would have even have been less embarrassing if he was like full on having like very energetic.
Yeah, I
sex,
I get you. That's just messed up. It's like that's the thing I took away from that. It's just like, now I kind of want you to die, because that was messed up. So one of the things we talked about was when he was sitting on the throne, right? And these people were coming up and going, "Can I have this? Can I have that?" And he was being like, "Yeah, of course, you deserve all this." And the Otto had to keep going back and up and down the thing, being like, "You can't do that because we need it for this.
Yeah.
You can't do that because we need it for this." And I read that in one way, and you saw right through it, which is what you saw was he's just being a people pleaser because he wants to be liked. And I was like, well, maybe the show is trying to tell me to maybe like be open to the possibility that he's trying to do good for the people, right? But like that scene made me just fucking hate him.
Well, yeah, because he was clearly playing it up for his buddies, but they were all really uncomfortable. But Aegon was so drunk, like he couldn't read the room.
Yeah.
He was just trying to be like, it's funny at my brother's expense.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't laugh It's all you about to be executed. Anyone who even cracked a smile is going to be slaughtered in the dead of night.
To die in your sleep like your son.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, very, very interesting episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Before we end, I wanted to say as well, I really enjoyed that scene with Daemon where he had that kind of dream sequence. Because I think that's so important.
It was revealing.
Yeah, to show us like his mental state, because he has this like facade, this bravado about him all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm not affected by this. I don't care. Like, oh yeah, a child died, so what? You know, they sometimes children die. It's kind of the attitude that he was giving off. But it was also interesting to see how, even though Rhaenyra is now his wife and she's a grown woman, in his mind and in his heart, he still sees her as this young girl. You know, his niece, like that is the image that he has of her. And then also like watching her sew up the child shows us like the level of guilt, you know, that he's feeling towards this thing that's happening.
I'm glad you said that, because I wasn't reading that deep into it. I was just like, well, that's a weird image. Like, that's all I got from that, because it's like highly unexpected. You're like, wait a second. That was the effect, and the intention was probably what you're talking about, which is the, you know, his perspective on her and how he still feels about her.
Yeah, like he still feels like she's a kid.
Yeah. The other possibility is, you know, because sometimes in the recaps and stuff like that, you know, you see the whole thing with Viserys, or maybe it was just me reading up, but, you know, Viserys was angry at their coupling, right? And so maybe on some level he feels guilty because he's, I don't know, forget it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I have the feeling in my heart, but I'm not articulating it very well. But something about how maybe he's bothered by the fact that he bothered his brother, but that's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
The simpler explanation is what you said, which is, you know, it's just how he sees her.
That's how I read it. But I thought that also a lot of the stuff that was happening with Daemon was just really telling, like even in his interaction with the Lord of Harrenhal or whatever, who was dining, just how it was so important for him to be addressed as Your Grace and not my prince.
Yeah.
You know, like that was just so important to him to get the title right. And I think that's just telling us, the audience, like he really does care about becoming king or like having the crown. He's not going to become king, obviously, because that would be for Rhaenyra, but at least he's like king adjacent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for
king
sure.
consort.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.